myself. That's why. Oh shit. How long have I been talking to nothing? Now it's working. Holy fuck. Shut up. 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 I'm sorry, guys. Oh crap. I've been rambling for 4 minutes. Okay. So, let me start over. There was no... Boy, those days, those few moments that you really establish there's a reason you're named the way you're named. Hi, everybody. I'm the NumbedSkull, and I turned my sound on one audio device, but not on another. So I'm just sitting here rambling to nothing. Saki, everybody missed everything, including me. So, no, you didn't miss anything. Oh, man. Smack. What was I even saying before I realized I wasn't saying anything? Okay, so, let's start with a quick, hey guys, sorry, there's no great debate tonight. I didn't have questions in me today, and I'm not really in the place that I usually put myself to be able to do the questions, so I just thought maybe I'd come on here and chat with you guys, say hello, toss out some ideas, and maybe untwist my brain a little bit. As I started saying before, Data and I have a weird way of holding conversations with each other, and we only talk on the day of the show, because he's busy and I've got my own things, which are going to get busier. I'll explain more later. And we communicate back and forth with weird videos. And he sent me one, and I watched it, and I looked up some information about it and came up with some other videos and sent it back to him. And then I watched more videos and read something. And you guys have to know I carry multiple devices, so I can do more than one thing. I'll sit and watch a video while I'm reading an article, and then I'll turn another video on as that one's ending, finish it, and read another article while the next one's playing, or however, depending on what I'm looking at. And I was just going from video to article to report, skimming through this stuff and watching it and just going, this is getting crazy. This is getting very, very believable. And then the more about conspiracies and theories and whatnot you learn, they all start to interconnect and interweave together. And certain parts obviously make them unbelievable. I try to, with an open mind, look at what are we talking about? What's the information that's been collected to support the idea that we're discussing? What's the information collected to devalue the idea we're discussing? And usually there is both, especially on conspiracy theory type items. I never really saw myself as a conspiracy theorist, but it is interesting to hear different thoughts and ideas. Where does your mind go when you look at something? What determination do you make, and why do you make that determination? And what do you suppose is really happening that we don't know about? And I think that right there has been holding on my mind for the last few days, is what is it about conspiracy theories that brings people in? And I honestly have to say, I think it's the amount of information that's held back, a lot of times with no seemingly justifiable reason, makes us believe that there's far more information that they're still not telling us, that we have no clue what it could be. So people take a look at what we have and they presuppose that, well, the military has, for all practical purposes, quote unquote, unlimited funds when necessary to do what they're working on. And once products are established, the government just funnels money to the projects as need be. And we don't know what most of this is. Now, I bet you if somebody went through every line on a who knows how many thousand-page itemized list, that not all of everything is going to be public access, eventually you're going to start to find funds that, weren't sent where they said they were or something like that. That's the conspiracy part of it. And I'm interested to see, where do you have proof that things didn't happen or happened differently or might have happened that we weren't told? And why do you believe this? And from there, give us your information, give us your determination, your presupposition, whatever you believe it may be that we're looking at, and let's look at it. And that's where my mind goes. Now, I'm reluctant to try a few of the weird, seemingly benign experiments that I saw in some videos today, including, I don't want to give away Saturday. Do I tell you what I watched in videos today? I don't even remember what I put up for the Twitter poll, but fearing that I may have said it before my audio was working, there is a Twitter poll if you would like to help decide what we're doing Saturday on the Numbed Wasteland. Where's my Twitter? I must have burned it to the ground. What do we got going on here? I know it's here somewhere. I lost it. I'll have to go to my own. I'm not doing this on my computer, so I can't share it. I like this weird looking cloudy, fadey effect. I'm working on, well, to be honest, I've put a little bit of time in on my computer here and there trying to get ideas out, but it's so nice outside. My immediate impulse is I should be outside doing something. Then I go outside and I sit there and stare at everything because there's nothing to do, so then I want to come inside. But now it's summer and I have kids, so I can't be outside with kids. Why does it sound like my headset is crackling? Does anybody else hear that? Is there like a crackle coming through the stream? Or is that just me? Okay. Definitely not something else I want to do. I think one of my kids broke my $60 Xbox controller, and I am not replacing it. I don't even care enough right now to spend money on things. I got bills to pay. That brings me to, and I'm sorry to divert in a weird way, I don't know what my summer schedule is going to bring, guys, and I want to throw this out there at everybody. Wild Fox. Wait, today's Wednesday. Today would be a good day if you're doing something to hit me up after this. Bananas. Bananas. I can't do that. I was looking for something on Twitter, and I have no idea how to look for something on Twitter. I am a numbskull. Things that make you go, I have a poll with 2 votes till tomorrow. I'll have to pin it. I'll pin it at the top. Pin this tweet. I have 2 votes, and it's for random weather manipulation, global warming, or propose a topic for Saturday. I have apparently 1 vote for random and 1 vote for weather manipulation. So have at that if you're bored. I think I need to change the schedule again. And Monday mornings are going to stay very firm as a show because Monday mornings seem to be the best, most comfortable, and I'm going to try and make it work as much as possible. It's also been the easiest one to not have to reschedule and move around based on other things in my life. As it appears right now, if I don't pick up, I don't ask anybody for anything. I don't have a store, and I don't see this as a worthwhile investment into a career at this point, so I can't sit down and force myself to put more time in than I'm willing to put in of my own accord. You know, rainy days, bad weather, early in the morning, great idea, my mind is spinning and I need to talk kind of thing. That's how the hobby came about. And streaming, the game show was the idea. These BS streams, these shoot the crap streams, they're just kind of something to do, to fill in the gaps and one, to realize that in order to have a competitive market for me to be a creator, I need to maintain or have some sort of stability. And I enjoy my show. I would like to make something more of it. But in order for me to make something more than just fun and try to put it on a set time schedule, it needs to be of some value, or I need to make sure that nothing else of value is on the stressful side. Now, I'm not poor, I'm not broken. I'm not going to sit here and ask for money. But I put out some applications, and I have been putting my name out and talking to neighbors, doing jobs, picking up side work, doing what I can to make sure that I don't fall into a hole. And with that, my schedule is inevitably going to be changing this summer, and I don't know to what until I go through a couple interviews. And, gee, I have no idea how long that's going to take. Also, a wild fox appears, and I have no mouth and I must scream. Good story, bad game, good concept. Good story, bad game, good concept. I'm lost on that one. Maybe you can clarify for me. So I'm going to keep Monday rolling for the Great Debate. We're going to keep Saturday evening rolling for the Numbed Wasteland. Data and I will work that out if that has to change at a later date. Obviously, my priority is making sure my family is taken care of, and I had to buy a house to take care of us, and the taxes are about to come up, and I want to make sure I can cover those. That is my priority. And no, they're not due till August, September. I think they come in August. They're due in September for the first, and then they add a percentage October, add a percentage November, and that's for school taxes. So, you really need to read chat top to bottom. I'm not dyslexic, I swear. I'm just looking at too many screens. Let me move this one over here, and I will only watch my OBS window and my chat stream. I have no mouth and I must scream. Good story, bad game, good concept. Okay, I'm still kind of confused. Hi, Vanilla Bear. How come I didn't see you there? See, I'm reading bottom to top again. How do I fix that? I don't know. And Vanilla Bear, your household kind of has to understand, because I heard Bear going through the same thing. It's not that I'm poor or I'm out of money or I'm asking for money. No, that's not it. I still have some money tucked away. It's just not enough to take care of the things I know I need to take care of. The bills that I know are coming. And unfortunately, the budget I planned for this year, the cost of what I planned for went up just a little above what I had planned for. And other things didn't come back, so I knew inevitably I was going to have to find a way to make money. So I pushed really hard, thought if my show is going to pick up and move and I might make a couple bucks, cool. I'll make that my career. If that works before school ends or before good weather in summer gets here, I'll make sure I devote a practical amount of time to keeping it industrious so that I can continue to do it. On the other hand, something about me that I don't really talk about me to my audience. And look, I'm talking about me and my number went down. I am one of those drive hard people. The ones that go to work for a 40-hour job, and as soon as the word overtime comes up, I've got 12 more hours, and then I'm working 4 more off the clock. I'm also the kind of guy that goes from the lonely level stalker to a store manager in 7 years, and then subsequently loses my job over being punched by a shoplifter. So I intend whatever job, whatever path I take, to be very rigid and devoted in what I'm going to do. And knowing that, I'm putting this advance notice out there that if I do end up picking up a part-time job, I'm going to do my best to be the best at that part-time job. And inevitably, I'm probably going to end up becoming supervisor or lead or trainer or something down the road, depending on what job I get. It's just how I work. And in doing that, this will take less and less and less priority the more I work. And I would like to still keep this as a hobby because I enjoy it. Hey, Dada, how are you doing? Look, I'm reading the bottom now. I really do like the Great Debate. What I like about the Great Debate, and I'm going to put this out there for everybody to kind of understand why I do the show and the point of it. I tend to look at myself as a minuscule portion. What I know and what I see and the way I look at things is just a drop in a bucket, quite literally. I'm one out of almost 8 billion people in the world. TA says hi. Hello. 1 out of 8 billion. What means, what persuasion do I have to make change? What knowledge do I have at 35 to know what's in store or to understand what's going to happen or what the outcomes are going to be? I can only judge what I talk about based on what I've seen, what I know, how I understand things to be based on what I've learned. And there is so much more for me to learn. How can I say that I am an intelligent or a smart individual or I know enough to discuss topics? I don't. And I freely admit that I don't. So I knock those topics down and I keep seeing other YouTubers. Back in the fall of last year as streaming started to really pick up. I mean, it's been there for a while, but you saw it sort of pick up like 6, 7, 8 months ago maybe. And the streaming became, well, I want to talk to you about this idea. This name versus this name on this idea. This name versus this name on this idea. This name versus this name on this idea. And then you see the chat flying by and all these comments and adjustments and things. Some of them obviously trolling for laughter or fun. I do it a lot. Everybody knows that. And then others, serious questions. Why aren't you guys discussing this aspect of it? How come you haven't looked at this? And you don't always understand what the person's saying when they ask a question. You only understand what you interpret them to be asking. And in that, when two people have a debate, sometimes a person's reasoning of what they're explaining isn't exactly what the reasoning of what the other person is understanding is. And oftentimes it's like Steven Crowder seems to do. I've been watching his shows lately, trying to pick up ideas for making the show better. I've been watching the Change My Mind. And I notice he takes quite the same topic of conversation. He'll jump in when he hears you say something that he wants to highlight, looking for a common ground. Now, the premise for my show was to find a common ground, something seemingly benign, or something that could be, what do we got? Where did that just go? That just popped up. You're smarter than an average bear. Oh, I'm not a bear. Tyro in Kake? What the hell? Oh, Tyro in Koche. Okay, I was reading Skullbot there, and then I see you there. Okay, I understand now. Welcome. How you doing? Is that a banana on your pulpit, or are you happy to see me? The banana's been there all along. I was happy to be here. Ha. Who said Ryder? Ryder's not here, is he? If he is, hello. I want to discuss things outside of this mainstream topic. Sometimes it's not about talking about abortion. It's about, like Steven Crowder's argument got to, it's about discussing where do you believe the life begins. and you ask a different question and the answer changes. The perspective of the way a person sees the discussion, the argument changes. You're no longer arguing and fighting over whether or not abortion is right or wrong. You're looking for a common ground where you can agree or disagree on an item that's much smaller. Where does life begin? Does life begin when the cells are emanated from the male body, or does it begin when they connect with the female body? When you establish that common ground, you work towards a way to talk with someone, talk about, and the debates just end up being them talking back and forth about certain points that each one had, or that they mentioned. What? Telemarketer. Or things that happened during another conversation. And that's fine, but you've gotten far away from what you were talking about. And if you're talking about such a blunt topic, you want to be going to smaller points, not wandering off. When you talk about intersectionalism into that, and they start saying, as a person, I don't think you have the right to talk about. You know what? Your person. That last word, person. So what topic? No topic. Buffed soon as you said abortion. I'm buffed? You got buffed? It buffered. I'll take it buffered. If you wander off, leave breadcrumbs. I tie a string to my finger to remember I was supposed to remember something. Welcome, Pinoid News. I'm just conversing tonight. I'm giving myself a time limit like I normally. I sent back this morning after 3.5, 4 hours of watching conspiracy videos. I'm going to go buy a bottle of red wine and a magnet. Let's go back to why my mind is so twisted today. Why I thought doing the game show was a bad idea. Thank you, Data, for sending me a video. Did you get all trying to air my mind? Now, I can go back for a moment now that I've discussed this things that I didn't want to discuss. But let's go back. I sent back this morning after 3.5, 4 hours of watching conspiracy videos. I'm going to go buy a bottle of red wine and a magnet. Let's go back to why my mind is so twisted today. Why I thought doing the game show was a bad idea. Thank you, Data, for sending me a video. Did you get all the ones I sent back this morning after 3.5, 4 hours of watching conspiracy videos? I'm going to go buy a bottle of red wine and a magnet. Not for the same thing. If you watched the videos that I watched this morning, I started to say this earlier, you start on the edge of, I want to believe enough of this to understand what they're saying and see if there's any sense to be made of what people are saying, and then you go, okay, that looks like a little bit of nonsense and a little bit of, I'm starting to worry because I'm believing some of what they're saying. And held to a higher acclaim than was necessary. And there's all sorts of arguments to be said over whether or not he was real. Of course he was real. And you want to be on my stream? Jesus Christ was not the bitch made nigga. No, he was a person who got nailed on a cross and held to a higher acclaim than was necessary. And there's all sorts of arguments to be said over whether or not he was real. Of course he was real. What happened in his life has been misconstrued. It's like a telephone story. But my mind, I got done watching, and the last one this morning, and I don't know if I want to cover this one on Saturday's show, which is why I'm okay to mention it, but I'm going to look more into this because it was freaking me the fuck out. The red wine test, watch that. That might be something we touch on Saturday. However, the last video I sent you this morning, Data, the last video was about magnets. And conspiracies run deep. Now, this magnet conspiracy comes from a much larger conspiracy And as I started to mention, it seems that the more you look at them, the more they interweave together in an odd fashion. You'll be looking at something like chemtrails, and all of the sudden, you're linked to Pizzagate. And that's weird. But without telling you all of the topics, we're going to go to the last video I looked at. The one that my comment to data was something along the lines of, I think I've blown my mind far enough. It's time to take a shuttlecraft back to Earth. And it's time to take a shuttlecraft back to Earth. Do I take a left or right at the Spade people? Because that's in reference to, I believe, last week's show, the Blue Planet Project, and the 1984 Blue Planet report that came out specifying 162 alien creatures, and the one that had me laughing was the Spade people, because they were shaped like a spade on the head. Yes, data, nanotech. So, apparently, and this loosely links into the chemtrails, though I haven't seen this in the chemtrail videos I've watched, it loosely links to chemtrails, that we have nanotechnology inside of us, and that nanotechnology leads to many different things, including, please, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, guys, Magellan's disease, and there's an experiment for it, and it's really freaky. We're probably going to have to cover a little bit of this on a show, whether it's this Saturday or not. A gentleman in the video I sent data ordered a set of, and I can't for the life of me think of the name of the type of magnet that they were. They were hematite magnets, and he ran the magnets over his neck, and the magnets began to produce lights shining from beneath the skin in his neck. Okay. Now, Magellan's disease. Wow, I wasn't going to get into this tonight. Magellan's disease is a disease that has to do with, and I'm going to have to look into it more again to be more clear, has to do with skin lesions and crystals that grow on your skin. Yes, it does sound like BS, but I watched the video and it doesn't look at all doctored. It's too shitty looking video to be doctored. And when you watch it, it's, no, I didn't see that. Okay, that just happened again. Okay, now there's more than one. Now there's several. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is a weird video, guys. This is beyond my kind of okay weird. This is one of those, hey, I'm going to show you somebody peeling back a layer of skin on his back, and you can see that it looks real, it is real, and why the fuck is he doing that? Okay, this guy's going to run a magnet over his neck, and his neck's going to light up with these tiny little pinpoint dots, not at the ends of his hair follicles, not the hair gleaming off the light, but dots lighting up and going out under the skin. Freaky weird. Yes, nanotech leads to conspiracy theories. That's why I had to walk away, because the deeper you dig sometimes, when you start following a path of ideas and conspiracies, and I'll finish explaining Magellan's here in a minute if I remember, you just go deeper and deeper, and more stuff gets added. Now, I thought I was done with MJ12, but why is it I heard about MJ12 again in other conspiracies? Okay. Shit. But Magellan's, to the best of my understanding right now, it's a skin disease that has to do with the way your skin heals. The lacerations don't heal properly, and the skin forms this coarse abrasive crystals in some cases. In some cases, your skin will force out odd-shaped and almost plastic-style hair for hair follicles. And it just gets weird. And these are byproducts of wires, almost like wire, but like a plastic wire coming out. And it gets weird. And it gets weird because Once in a while on my chin, my wife will see a weird hair that just sticks straight out, separate from the rest of them, and it's thick, and it's coarse, and it's hard, and it hurts like hell when you scratch across it for no reason. So then when something coincides with me being able to relate with it, that's a little too creepy and close. Blue and red. No, they're not blue and... Well, they're like a dark blue, almost blackish color. And they're like 4 times the size of my regular hair in thickness and width and everything. It's just... It's weird. I don't know if I want to talk to my doctor about it, because when you read into some of this shit, it's really weird. I don't have... Nothing's yellow. No jaundice here. Sorry. I know what jaundice is. The yellow eyes and the yellow and pigmentation to your skin. No yellow. No yellow. Wait, am I going crazy over here? Should I wrap my arms around my knees and start rocking in the corner? No drama. No drama. No drama. No drama. But you begin to watch some of these, and you want to believe certain aspects because they seem real. They feel like you can relate to them. But then other aspects leave you thinking, okay, I'll have to look more into it, Dad. Like I said, I was just reading across it, and it's weird, and I have to walk away after a bit. Seeing some of these things come out and different effects and interference, and what was the other one I was sending you? Still trying to avoid the main topics I'm looking at for this weekend. I sent you one about this, the hum. Now, it's really hard to realize this, guys, but conspiracy theories they're a dime a dozen. There's tons of them out there. And you lost video. I don't know if that's me. Is that me? I'm green. Let's see, dropped frames 0%, live 3631, 3627. Wow, okay. Green. The hums, booms, and horns. Yes! And my neighbor, being a former minister, I was chatting with him about this, and I was like, and my day started by listening to trumpets and horns and the sounds of the 7th seal breaking and hell opening and the earth crumbling, and he started laughing at me, and I was like, this is the stuff I watch now. I'm scaring myself just a little. Hey! Oh, I got into a weird conversation with the other day that led all the way back to Trump's new Space Force, and how maybe Trump, if he doesn't already know, kind of already believed in the aliens, and we have to spend a Space Force up there so that we can remove the aliens from the planet. And then we don't have to tell people we already had the Space Force, we just need new ships. Right, Data? We just need new ships. Hey! The game was lost in the back of my mind after a 4-hour binge on conspiracy theories this morning. I could not bring my mind to come up with questions after the things I saw. Okay, guys. I think we're going to aim for this being towards the topic of Saturday. But let me see how long it takes for my Discord to open. And I would like to share a very creepy video with you guys. I sent this to Dada this morning. I don't know if I sent him the one that I found separately, and I've gone through so many videos this morning. I tracked down the clip to a video that was an hour, almost an hour, maybe over an hour long. Maybe it was shorter than that. I watch a lot of videos. So I tracked down the clip from the video for the wine. Did I send you the 1 minute and 40 something second clip, Data? The original clip for the Petri dish. Wow, I sent you a lot of clips today, didn't I? I don't think I sent you the Petri dish. I sent you one that had a timestamp of 10 minutes. And I don't remember which one it was. And so many more. Strange trumpet sounds. I need to stop, but I probably won't. That was the neck one. I think this is the one I'm beginning to get a bit worried for the well-being of my brain. Timestamp 10 minutes. This is the one. This is the one. Let me get another tab here. Can I? I probably can't share with you guys, can I? Let's find out what I can do then. We're going to do it like this. We're going to come over here. We're going to click on this tab. People tell me if I run into any errors. We are going to open a browser window. And we're going to hope this goes flawlessly. And it probably won't. Paste. Okay.
Hey, what's up, my friend Calic and I here. And in a moment, I'm going to step into my office here at my home and pull out my computer and show you exactly, how it is that I went from barely scraping by working in a coffee shop.
Are you serious?
To creating a life that I love, that revolves around the things that I'm passionate about. Before we get into that,
you've got to be fucking kidding me. Do you guys know what that was? That was a 10-minute fucking ad. That was a 10-minute fucking ad on a 10-minute video. Pardon my language, folks. That was screwed up. That was YouTube at its finest. Let's try that again. Oh, and I can't pause or do anything. And that's a verified channel. It's gonna piss me off, isn't it? Isn't it? So I'll turn the volume down for a few minutes while I look for that other video. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'll skip it. I will probably skip it. Let's get rid of that. It's not a pyramid, it's a funnel. John Doe. Oh, I gotta read top to bottom. So we're gonna go up here where I saw Hayrider. That looks familiar. Before he was here. Means Warhammer. Space Force means Space Marines. Means Warhammer. Okay. I think Halo. Numbskull, this is why he wanted to be president. The aliens at Hangar 18. That's right. Yeah, see, he knew it in the back of his head all along. Don't be a heretic. Why not? I'm going to the mistaken lunatic. The wine. Yes, the wine. Okay, I said the wine. So made a decision. Later Saki. Seen it. Later TMR. Okay, later. And add. An ad. It's not a pyramid, it's a funnel. Skip it. Skullbot. Nightbot. Skullbot. Heretic. Guys, it's important that you understand. I have a willingness to believe conspiracies and look at them openly. And while I do believe in aliens, I have a hard time believing in their current presence. And while I do believe in government influence, what was the one you sent me at the end? The Mars one. I don't believe that we had government bases on Mars before we had a flag on the moon. Just saying. That puts it in the unbelievable category. Are you sure you wish to remove browser? Yes. Why are you waiting to ask me? You must be running slow. Am I coming through okay? Testing. Oh my. I think I'm running out of steam for the night. I thought I would. I got up really early this morning. Why, that was the alternative. That's the alternative. Oh, yeah, we'll leave that as an alternative. That's your alternative. That's your personal submission for Saturday's show. Every time you send me clips, I watched like a dozen videos, Data, and I end up feeling like I wish I knew less than I know. Thank you so much for teaching me. Like, oh, which brings me to a funny, entertaining conversation. Dad, I know you're a few years older than I am, so you'll laugh at this a little. You'll chuckle with me. Does anyone else seem to notice, and this was arguing over my intelligence, by the way, we got into a different category of topic. Has anybody ever noticed that when you visit older relatives or see people in old homes or Alzheimer homes or work in a hospital and meet these people, it always seems to be the extremely smart professors and scientists that end up crazy and slowly or quickly losing their mind, depending on whatever circumstance they're losing their mind for. And I made my neighbor laugh greatly. And I was always told when I was young, you know, you're extremely bright. You can do better things. You're extremely bright. You can do better things. And I always, in my numbskullity, I always put that off to, well, teachers and schools are always going to tell you that you're bright. They're going to tell everybody that they're bright and that they have huge potential. And I still kind of have a hard time thinking to myself that I'm an intelligent person, because to me, intelligence is a lot of being able to know things or knowing something to be able to talk definitively about it. And I have a hard time with that on a lot of topics. I do find myself seeming to run lower and lower on the topics I don't know about, and more I come across that I do know about, but I still feel that there's a lot out there I haven't been exposed to, so I don't see myself as a highly intelligent person. And while I have training and have taken classes in school and outside of school and in college, I've never completed anything. I took a whole bunch of classes that led nowhere and compiled to me just learning things. And I'm always up for learning new stuff. But I don't consider myself hugely intelligent. I consider myself open to the ability to be intelligent, but knowing I'll never quite reach the goal of being the intelligent person I seek to be, if that makes any sense. Now, as people get older and they get into these old folks' homes, they get hit with, Alzheimer's and other memory depleting diseases. And it seems like those who were able to use their brain the most, the strongest, the longest, the best performance, it seems like oftentimes, and this is a perspective thing, oftentimes you see them suffer, maybe burn their brain out at a point where they can no longer use it, or, certain things will be there, but other things will be gone because they weren't as used. And I find that sometimes everybody forgets certain things. Everybody forgets bits about what they've learned and has to look back into things or read something again, or they'll relearn something they realize they already knew but forgot it only for the mere instance that they haven't been exposed to it in such a time that they don't realize they still know it. At what point of intelligence, or at what point of knowing, or what capacity of intelligence do you begin to deplete your brain's ability to survive time? And makes sense to me. I want to be smarter, but I can't remember shit anymore. Right? I've got some math skills for, basic quick math. Don't get me wrong. I consider myself moderately smart, seemingly intelligent, but I'm a numbskull. And the phrase that I've tried to, sort of reassociate it with time is truth or antithetical. Is numbskull truly who I am? Or is it me portraying being a numbskull because that's how I feel to be best portrayed, or that's how Am I lying to you or telling you the truth by telling you my name? Is it truth or antithetical? Is it... I'm trying to think of a good way to explain that. You miss John Doe. John Doe. I've always... Wait. Don't I have this? Hold on. Let me click. Okay. Why is it... Okay, let me check this one. I'll move this text box over. I've always seen intelligence as the ability to absorb new information and adapt seemingly unrelated information. And my neighbor tried to almost say, and I can kind of understand, intelligence isn't the knowing of things, it's the ability to take those things in and discern through them. And I can kind of understand that also. Sorry, John, I didn't mean to miss your message. Intelligence, again, perspective. You live a certain way. To me, intelligence is how much have I accumulated in knowledge. That is my intelligence. If I don't remember how to find the area of a circle, does that mean I'm less intelligent? Yes, to me it does. If I can't remember it, that's my intelligence slipping from me. If I can't do things that I should know how to do, or I feel I should know how to do, that's my intelligence slipping from me. I have what I feel is a standard intelligence, because most people should know most of the stuff that I know at my age. Therefore, what I know is standard to how far I've lived. Therefore, I don't feel I'm any smarter than most people or much dumber than most people. I just feel like I have to work really hard to be just a little above the average to make something for myself, even if I may already be there. And that's where my neighbor keeps slapping me. He goes, not slapping me, but just kind of, you don't realize, as someone who's more than twice your age, that people that think a certain way aren't as common as you may think they are. So, a needle pulling thread. No, I'm out of order there. Do, re, fa, sol, la, do, re. Ah, do, a deer, a female deer, re, a drop of golden sun. Wait, now I'm confused. This is what I mean, guys. How do you forget to sing the song? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. See, now I got it. Do, re, mi, so. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. My mind's not working. It's broken. John Doe is one of the oldest placeholder names in history. Oh, he was just holding a place. Okay, now I understand. I think. Wow, it's all moving so fast. I gotta stop having 3 chats open. It's all the same chat. It's just 3 times. And the YouTube one, that one's slow. That one doesn't work right. Far, a long, long way to run. Of course, we also have the songs that the bots sing. When you say goodbye, goodbye, farewell, I wish to bid adieu. Adieu, adieu, to you and you and you. I'm way off topic again. That's what I needed. John Hancock was a masturbator. What if you're a bait master? Good questions. Horrible answers. Blinking lights in your neck. Creepy. Chemtrails. You say goodbye. I say hello. I know what you're talking about. I just can't think of the tune. And I can hear my wife's TV echoing through my mic. Yay. I told her to turn it down, and then I had to turn it down, and then she turned it back up when I left. That's terrible. That's terrible. It's terrible. Oh my. I'm getting good at the oh my. Does anybody else like my Oh my. No, that one was bad. It's a train wreck. Do I have to come over there and organize this mess? Oh, yeah, that's right. We programmed. I do. Hey, boo boo. Would you like to steal a picnic basket? I cannot talk. That's okay. The show should be almost over. I've gone bananas already. I think I've done enough mind twisting, untwisting for the day. I haven't even been able to build anything today. I've just been kind of randomly doing little things because I've been watching these videos and I've been stuck in them like glued. Put my glasses on, get right in front of the screen and go, is that what I thought I saw? Did that cloud just move? Oh, guys, if you want to see a really freaky storm come in, I'm looking for the original footage. Data, you may have seen this footage. It's in the weather control category of things on YouTube. There is a storm, and I want to say it was coming in to Finland across land towards the ocean, like backwards from the way it normally would. Usually they come in from the ocean. I have to either watch the video again or see what I missed because all the ones I've seen are kind of blurry. But it's a massive storm rolling in probably 100 miles in a few minutes and darkening the sky. And I think it's at like a Swedish beach or something like that, or the caption with the clip usually ends up being is this is from a Swedish beach in like 2014 or something like that. I gotta look for it. It's really interesting. But guys, there is weird stuff out there. And the only way to know about it is to look at it. But when you look at it, know it's weird. And don't bang your head off at anything. Just don't. Just walk away, think about it, and then tell people what you learned. And gauge how crazy you feel based on what you just told them. How crazy am I, guys? How crazy am I sounding at this point tonight? Was what making funky sounds? Bang your head. Mental health will drive you mad. No, don't bang your head. Don't bang your head. Just put your chin between your knees and rock and sing and hum songs and hope you don't hear trumpets in the midnight sky waking you up before the dogs and shattering, pictures off your wall. It could very well drive you crazy. Or hope you don't live in Florida right now and you're not getting absolutely huge sinkholes that are forming and developing, connecting in your backyard. Or wonder why there's a sinkhole in the White House lawn in the garden that I was reminded of, that I heard about a few years ago. How did you not get the Twisted Sister reference? I don't know. Just for record, this is part of why I don't feel very intelligent. I knew a lot of people in school. Okay? I was a person in school. I could sleep through my entire math class, be handed a quiz, probably get the whole thing right. Sleep through the whole class. Pass with flying colors on every test. Other people could tell you the name and year every fucking song video came out. People could tell you statistics and facts and scores from sports. They could tell you off the top of their head who did what and this and that. And what can I tell you guys? I have nothing at a high level to brag about my intelligence at. So I have no doctorate or master's or BS or BA or any other shit. I have a VOTEC degree and a fucking GED. I am not intelligent. I am just able to look at things. I like bananas too. Bananas are good. I like this chat. This chat's fast. Bananas are good. The other chat still hasn't caught up yet. There it is. Bananas are now good. Okay. A wild fox agrees with weather. Am I in the right spot? Yes, bananas are good weather. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. I can't do failure. Nope. I look forward to Friday's great debate, assuming I still do a Friday great debate. Like I said, Mondays are staying. I'd like to do maybe 1 or 2 more still a week. And I think either I just did the 100th episode or I just did the 99th episode. I'm not sure. I got to go back and count again. But I should be able to count from the last numbered episode. I just don't remember which one I numbered last. Just trying to keep track, and then I stopped keeping track. It's important, but not hugely important. Does that make sense? I like my channel. I like my subscribers. I like people to talk to because I'm usually by myself in a house. But now I have kids all summer, and I need to earn a few bucks to get through summer, and oh, life must move on. But thank you, everybody. Here comes the sun. See, I'm reading up in the chat, not down again. See, I'm scrolling the chat with my eyes to make sure I didn't miss anything, and now I see here comes the sun. How did I not get the Twisted Sister reference? Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, I said, it's alright, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Doing more coin rolling. Actually, I'm not even doing the rolling part because my bank told me they get fresh rolls from the reserve or something. They said their rolls come in gold. So I just go in there every couple of days and buy everything they have loose, which is a few bucks a day because people are poor right now. And I don't want to head that way, so I need to get a job. So for the record, Daddy, you know what I'm talking about. I probably got $100 in silver set aside. At least. And I just keep putting them in baggies and throwing them in the bottom of a lockbox until I need to do something with them, I guess. Although, I am noticing it's very hard to find a 1964 quarter. Yeah, it's better than nothing since I've not even been doing it a month and I have $100 in silver set aside. That's not bad, considering I'm just buying a little here and there. But you figure a month at that, a few months down the road, maybe a year down the road, I'll have a couple grand worth of silver just kind of sitting in the bottom of a lockbox. Probably never need it, but you never know. The world could go to hell in a handbasket. You could be a deplorable or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't have an intro or an outro for this show. What should I do when I go to end it? I could do this. Oh, you guys can't hear it. Let me try that again. Let me fix the audio over here. Then we'll come back over here.
I'm a man now.
Oh, no, you're not. Shut up. When the shit will help. When the shit hits the fan, it will help. Okay, I got it. Took me a second there. That's my intelligence kicking in. Hold on, I gotta open a window. It smells in here. Smells like toaster? No. My head's burning. Damn, my head's on fire. No, I'm just kidding. I'm stupid. I gotta go. I gotta go before I sound stupid or even to myself. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. That is the end. Till next time, I'm gonna go watch somebody else's stream. Bye. Slap some buttons and shit on the way out. Where's my outro screen? Where's my outro screen? Have fun, everybody. Bye.